Hi guys, it's Veda here with Poopy Bus Adventures, and Jeremiah's over there playing games. The dogs are laying on the couch, but just here to talk a little bit about today and how crazy it's been. So we're in Mobile in South Alabama, and it's been snowing all day long since when, like 10 o'clock? Probably before that? 8 o'clock? Yeah, since like 8 a.m. and it never snows here, ever. And it's just been freezing cold. I think it's, what, 26 outside right now, and it's supposed to get down to 16. So we had the diesel heater on for technically the first time that we've actually, like, ran it since we got the bus, just keeping it warm the whole time because it's so cold outside. And our EcoFlow, it's not supposed to be used anything below 41 because it just doesn't have the capacity to heat up. So we've had the diesel heater running pretty much all day, and I've barely used any diesel. I mean, we thought it was going to be more than that. We weren't expecting it to use that little, at least. But we've gotten 9 inches so far, and the doors are pretty much like frozen shut, so we can only open them a little bit. But we were outside playing for a little while with my family and just hanging out. And I haven't seen snow like this since I was a little kid. He's never seen snow like this.
It's insane.
It's like the snowflakes are huge.
You fall into the snow when you step out of the bus.
We took the dogs out today, so it was Child's first time in the snow ever. He's a Florida boy too, so at first he liked it when there was like none on the ground and it was just snowing a little bit. He went crazy, but then we took him out a couple hours later and there was already like 3 or 4 inches out there, and he was just not having it. I had to take the dustpan and scrape them off some little spots on the grass to use the bathroom because, I mean, Vera, she's a little Chihuahua, so the snow was covering her. She couldn't even walk around. But otherwise, we have the Starlink, so we're good on internet. We have it on, what, the heating mode, I think?
Yeah, so it heats up the snow.
It heats up, like heats off the snow. The whole top of the roof is covered. All the solar panels are covered in snow, which tomorrow we're supposed to get sun, so I'm sure we'll get up there at some point and scrape all the snow off. But it hasn't been that bad. It's really nice and toasty in the bus. Like I said, we've had the diesel heater going the whole time. So it's been, like, not gonna lie, like 80 in here because I like it warm. We'll take you outside and show you around, show you the snow and how our doors barely open. But it's been a good one so far. We were not expecting this at all. So this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance. So it was really cool that we got to be here and experience it.
Yeah, and they all lost power.
I mean, luckily they have generators that kicked in eventually, so we're still good. We still have plenty of power in the house battery to last us, because the only thing that we're using with the house battery right now is the diesel heater, and that uses like no power whatsoever. And then we still have the 2 anchors.
Yeah, because we talked about it in the short, but for video's sake, we got a second Anchor Solix C1000, so now we have 2 of those with our house batteries. So we have, combined with all of our batteries included, just over 6,000 watt hours of battery life, which for people that don't know is a lot. We have a lot of battery. We have 400 watts of solar, which doesn't sound like a lot.
But it really is a lot. Like, we get a lot with that solar. Our battery, pretty much since we've been here, has always stayed at 100%.
Yeah, and we charged our Solix to completion the other day. From 25% to 100, the new one from the house battery. We were able to charge our Solix using our inverter, and we got back up to 100 the next day. So the Anchor, it took what, maybe 30%? Yeah, so we can charge of the power? Each one of these one time fully from 0 to 100 fully and on our house battery, and still have leftover on the house battery. And still have a little bit left over on the house battery. And then we also have the battery isolator, just in case we would have to drive it to get that to get our house battery back up. But we're pretty set on power now. Yeah, that's just one of the good things about off-grid living or van life, is that you're really self-reliant. Like, if you turn the camera around, like, I'm playing on my laptop right now. We have the Starlink running, and then we have the TV going. because we were watching a show. We have the lights on the inside of the bus on.
Dogs are
Like,
over
we're
here.
all warm.
Lights have been on pretty much all day. We have our nice little other light that my uncle gave us. That's our lamp shade that we made for it out of the Solo cup. But, you know, we've got everything, like, set up. We have the other heater down here, too. The space heater that we have on when we're not running the diesel heater, just to give the diesel heater a break for a little bit, because it probably hasn't been used in a year at least.
And I'm going to show you guys what outside looks like. So let's go on a little adventure to the front of the bus. Open this bad boy up, because we have everything's pretty much enclosed up here, so that we don't really have to worry about too much. But oh, see, the door will barely open now. But I can take you guys outside and you guys can see pretty much completely frozen over. All right, that's how far our doors will open right now, because they're frozen. But we don't have to worry about that, because everything is pretty much sealed up. I mean, we've got power, we've got heat. We don't really have to worry about power outages due to storms or weather. I'll give you back to Veda.
But otherwise, I mean, we're all set with everything with the snow. I mean, like I said before, we weren't expecting this at all. But even if we were, like, we're good for a little bit, and it's been nice in the bus all day. Got to go outside and play for a little bit, but
the only thing I don't like, I will say,
all the mess,
is the EcoFlow not working under 40 degrees.
Yeah.
That's pretty dumb. And it's been not working for the past couple days, because once it gets cold, it won't heat. And it's like, what's the point of having a heating device that won't heat when it gets cold, right? Like,
again, at least we do have it for the AC, and when it's not as cold, like if it's above 40, then it does a really good job. It blows out over 100-degree air. But again, the point is why would you even have something that heats if it can't heat under a certain amount?
It's just like disappointing. Like, it's a nice luxury to have. Like, when it's hot, we can make the bus cold. When it gets chilly, we can keep the bus warm. But again, like, we have the diesel heater and the space heater and all that to keep the bus warm, but it's just one thing that I wish worked a little bit more efficiently.
Yeah, it would be nicer, but otherwise, everything's been good, and it's been warm in here with the diesel heaters going.
Yeah, one diesel heater. There's two that were installed in the bus, but we only need one. The bus gets hot enough to sweat in with the one diesel heater on.
Like, we turned it on like 2 days ago when we filled it up, and it was technically our first time turning it on since we got the bus after we filled it with diesel. So he turned it on, and it was probably 40 something outside then, but turned it on, and in 2 seconds I was sweating. And for me to be sweating and saying I'm sweating, that says something. Like, I'm always cold.
Yeah, but other than that, we've got everything we need. It's just one thing that another thing I'll mention is it is a weird feeling to be stuck in the bus.
We've had it a few times with the rain when it's been raining really, really bad, but also that hasn't been cold. So, I mean, technically we could still go outside. You can still take the dogs out here and there. Like, right now there's just so much snow and it's so cold. Like, the poor dogs can barely go outside and use the bathroom, and being stuck in here, like not being able to go out, is different rather than if we just choose to stay in here all day, because sometimes we do, especially him.
Yeah,
but
I like being in my house.
I'll go outside and play around outside and stuff, but he likes staying in here for the most part. But it is different being
stuck, forced to be in the bus is weird. I mean, it's the same thing in a house, but it is weird when you're just like, man, like, I would like to go outside, but I can't.
Or if I do, it's going to be miserable. And again, like I was saying a few minutes ago, tracking in all the snow. Like, luckily we have the nice, I think Gorilla Grip was the brand that we got for the outdoor rug. It keeps all the dirt on there and everything, but the snow just gets everywhere. Like, all of our stairs in the front right there, they're completely covered in snow. They've been like that all day. It's a little bit of a mess and a hassle to get the clothes off, get them on, get the boots on, get them off, but at least we do have the right gear, and we are nice and warm, and we don't have to worry, so. Yeah,
no actual complaints, just little gripes, because we, just to go on a little tangent, on our way here, you can see how less fortunate so many people in America are, like without running water, without like a stable place to live, especially here in Alabama. There's so many people in like mobile homes and trailer homes that the roofs are caving in. If someone's power goes out here, like they don't have solar, they don't have battery backups, they're just out of power. It's not lost on us that this is an opportunity that, you know, we took, and it's one that a lot of people really want to, and it affords us the life to be able to live super comfortably in a really small space. We're warm, we have internet, we have running water, quote unquote, because we have 10 gallons of fresh water. We have food, we have a refrigerator, we have a freezer.
Multiple ways to heat things and to make food. Yeah,
so it's not lost on us, like these little complaints that we have about like, oh, this doesn't work the way we think it does. Trust us, it's not lost on us.
Yeah.
You know, we both worked a really long time, and we've been gathering all these little things for the bus and to make it this livable. We are very thankful for everything that we do have.
Yeah.
We are going to do a tour of the bus eventually. We keep saying we're going to do
it.
It's
been like 5 months of being in it, and we still haven't done it.
We still haven't done an official tour.
We also make changes. Like every other week, we're doing something different. This wall behind me over here. First, it was like no wall. Then it was, what'd you drop?
Myself.
Then it was like a half wall. And then we painted it and this and that. Like we just do a lot of stuff. So I feel like that's one of the other reasons that we haven't done a tour. But we will do one eventually. Hopefully this week before we actually leave my family's and get officially on the road full time. We'll do a tour, a nice tour for everyone.
We promise.
Just to show it off a little bit.
Yeah, and anything that we recommend to you guys, like the Gorilla Grip mat or anything like that, we're not sponsored. We don't get any money from anything.
We pay for all the...
And whenever we recommend something, it's because we genuinely are putting it to use. Like we're putting it through the trenches. Like the Anchor Solix, we put it through the trenches. It has been on running this bus every single day for more than 30 days straight. And
it's like another thing. We would like to just have that and not a house battery at some point. But
we'll go over the electrical system in another video, because we do feel there's smarter ways to do an electrical system in a bus rather than a house battery. We'll get into that at a different time, because I've been doing a lot of thinking about a better way to do a better, more efficient, maybe not cheaper, but more efficient and safer way to run your bus system if you're a beginner to electric.
Yeah.
Like to electrical work, because you'll learn from our mistakes.
There's no regrets buying anything that we bought for the bus. Everything has worked out perfectly. We use it all the time.
No complaints about the things that we've gotten for the bus. Everything is really awesome.
Everything's great. But
with that all being said, yeah. We'll see you guys in the next video, I guess.
Bye.
Bye.